Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be learning to solve the 3 by 3 using the CFOP method. So let's start with the video. CFOP has two steps. First step is a beginner method and the second step is the advanced method. In the beginner method you are going to be learning beginner F2L, beginner OLL and PLL, and in advanced you are going to be learning advanced F2L and advanced OLL and PLL. Now we are going to be learning beginner method in today's video. So next video is going to be advanced CFOP, so be tuned for that. But that's it. CFOP method has three main steps. First step is to make the cross. Second step is where you solve the corner piece and also the edge piece at the same time. So that the two layers are made. And then you do a step called OLL, which means orient last layer, which has one algorithm to solve the yellow side. And then there's one algorithm to solve rest of the cube, which is called PLL, or permutate the last layer. Now if you haven't learned the beginner's method, I would highly recommend it, as some of the concepts are the same as in the beginner's method. So if you haven't watched it, I'll have a link over here which you can go and watch the tutorial right now and come back here and learn the CFOP method. So the first step is to make the cross. Now the cross is very standard and it is also in the beginner's method. Although the couple of videos I'm going to be showing you how you can improve your cross and how you can do it faster. Now we're moving on to F2L. Now F2L, there's billions of cases because of the way they are positioned. Not billions, but like, I don't know, 200 or so possible combinations, but there are a lot. So that's the basic fun of it. So if you're wanting to insert this piece over here, then you're going to do L prime, U prime, L, and notice how this edge combines with this one so that it will come over here. Now what can we do is that if we insert this piece over here, so we can do that like so, and now we continue to do those moves, the piece will come over here and be inserted. So let's do another pair. So this one, they're connected to each other. Now how you can do this is you can do one time and then you can bring this piece over back here and you're going to put the layer up and then do U2, put it down, do U2 again, and then do those moves. Now beginner F2L, what you want to look for is making pairs and making them so that it's easier. Now this might not make sense for beginners, but if you already know, then that's great. So F2L, I'm going to be putting some videos in the next couple of weeks, so be sure to stick for that. And there's some more cases of the cross and F2L. So this cross can be done easily by moving this piece up, aligning with the red piece and doing L2 to bring it down. This piece, we can do it with a 3 mover. Now what the 3 mover is, if you cannot do this, we also run this in beginner's method. And before moving on, I want to tell you that the cross should be on the bottom, because the cross, if you do it on the top, is going to be harder to do look ahead, and also it's going to be harder to turn around and it's going to waste your time a lot. So how you can do the 3 mover is move it to the side and then you're going to do R prime, F, R to insert that piece. So this one, we can also do it with 3 mover, R prime, F, R. Now don't use 3 mover a lot as it is a bit slow and you won't get efficient times in it. Next we're going to look at F2L. So this is a pair. How you can do it is put this piece over here like so. Now if you bring it, this won't match. Now how you want to fix that is going to do that again, but then you do U2 to bring it up, to pair this up, and then you can insert it like so. And then this pair is already done, so you can just insert that. This piece, we can insert it by doing R prime, U prime, R to pair it up and then bring it down. Now, if you might have noticed that this pair gets matched. So when you insert it, you want to look for this pair. So that's done, and then you can just insert it doing R prime, U prime, R. So the F12 is done. In beginner OLL, there are basically 10 algorithms. If you want to go at advanced, which will be the next video, there are 54 algorithms. Now beginner OLL, you can get 10 cases. First case is if there's a hook. Now there can be a case where you only get a dot. The third case is if you get a line, and the fourth case is if you got a cross already done. Now the four cases, there are different orientation of the corner pieces. So we're going to be going through every single 10 algorithms. So for this case, if you get this case, now this is the same algorithm we did for the beginner's method. Again, if you haven't watched it, I'll link over here. And if you get it, you're going to put it on the bottom right and then do this algorithm. To make the cross. Now if you get a line horizontal or vertical, make sure to keep it horizontal and then do the same thing, but instead of double moves, you're going to do only single moves. Now if you only get a dot, what you want to do is do the two algorithms but combined. So you're going to do and then do the second algorithm to make the cross. Now if you get this case where it's kind of like a fish shape and the cross is already made, as you can see, you want to keep it so that the stickers are facing you, and then do this algorithm. To solve the OLL. Get an anti-swoon case, or if you get a piece facing up and the rest pieces are going in a counterclockwise direction, you do this algorithm. If you get a cross with the two stickers facing outwards like so, then you do this algorithm. If you get a swoon case where one sticker is facing up and the rest are going in a clockwise direction, then you do this algorithm, which is just the opposite of the anti-swoon case which we did earlier. If you get two stickers facing outwards and these two stickers facing in this direction, you want to do this algorithm. To do beginner PLL, it's very simple. All you want to do is look for if two corner pieces are solved. So if this is solved, no, because the colors are not matching. This is not solved, this is not solved, and this is not solved. So in this case, it's called a diagonal swap. The diagonal swap means that these two corners need to be flipped so that the corners are in the right place. So this algorithm, and it's quite long, but you kind of see the pattern over here. Now that should have solved the corners. In my case, the edges are also solved, but they could not be. So ahead I'll be showing you what are the cases. If you get two solved corners and these two aren't solved, what you want to do is keep the unsolved ones on the right and the solved ones on the left, and then you do this algorithm. If your corners are solved, you might get this case where these two edges need to be flipped and these two edges need to be flipped. This is the algorithm. And that solves your edges. If you get one side solved and the other pieces need to go in a clockwise direction, if they go in a clockwise direction, so this piece needs to go over here, so that's a clockwise direction, you're going to do this algorithm. Now the opposite of that, which is counterclockwise, so this piece needs to go over here, this piece needs to go over here, and this piece needs to go over here. It's just the same thing, but instead of the U primes, you're going to do U. So it's going to look something like this. If these two edges need to be flipped and these two edges need to be flipped, so these two need to be flipped and these two, you're going to do this algorithm. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to my channel as I post every Sunday. And hope you guys like this video. Be tuned for next video as I'm going to be teaching you advanced CFOP.